Hello and welcome back to the Games Kingdom. My name's Carl King, and today we're going to have a look through some buildings that I've recently purchased for games like Stargrave and 5 Parsecs From Home, amongst others. As you can see, they have come from Antenocitis workshop. They're a UK-based supplier of wargaming buildings, scenery, sort of extra bits and pieces that you can use, like grasses, and they do some models. They do various sort of things, well worth checking out. And as I say, today we're going to be having a look at some buildings that I've recently purchased. So without further ado, let's sort of do a quick flyby. So we'll start with some steps and a sort of short corridor, and with these the tops come off so you can sort of get inside, and you can sort of put your models in there. You can see in there that they're quite detailed, very nicely done, and they all come pre-painted, so you don't have to worry about painting them if you don't want to. We've then sort of got a longer version of the same corridor, so it's basically a sort of double unit, and again on the top they have two of those access hatches like so, and you can sort of get inside. And then sort of, as I say, we've got in the pack you get two short corridors, then there's a pack of two long corridors. You get 6 sets of steps, and you also get some long and short ladders which you can use on the buildings, which themselves are excellent. Excellent quality, excellently made and put together. You can see there that there's sort of a grey on the inside and a nice sort of clear, nice white on the outside, and again, nice detailed sort of flooring there. And you can get in there and you get sort of bits to put on the side of the buildings, which I've just got to sort of add some fine details. So that's one building there, and then we'll come across and we've got some more habitats here which are slightly bigger. Again, the roof comes off all of these. The doors move if you are very careful. As I say, they all swing, and you've got, as I say, the sort of interior there. You get some very nice sort of windows and sort of door frames with the words habitat written on, and I've got buildings habitat 1, 2 and 3 here, and here's another one here very similar to the last one. Again, the doors do a little swing there. Some of them are fixed in place, and then you've got different things that you can sort of put on there. That's habitat number 2. The previous one was 1, and the first one we saw was habitat 3, the smaller one. And then the largest of the buildings, which just literally completed this evening, is called the Nexus. So this is quite a size there. You can see that there, it's sort of twice the size of the other buildings. Probably sort of 2 of those longer buildings in sort of floor space, and you get a lot more things to detail. You get a lot more windows, you get bits to put on the walls to simulate sort of computer screens, and as I say, there's a lot more detail. This one's got 4 doors in there, and it's got a sort of lift shaft and a couple of magazine caches in a couple of the corners. So, and then all the roofs come off. You can actually stack these buildings on top of each other, so I'll give you a quick demo of that. So your lids go on, and then you can actually stack them on top because the floors are a bit sort of raised. A lot of the time what you do is you put these smaller buildings on top of the larger ones, and then the double ladders will go up like so, up to the top building. But yes, they do sort of sit on top, I don't really plan on doing that, because I'm hoping to have this sort of set out on a either cityscape and or a sort of polar ice station type setting. Somebody mentioned, one of my gaming friends mentioned, that it would be very reminiscent of the Thing movie from 1982, which I thought was very good. And as I say, these buildings are very nicely done, and yeah, excellent value as well. They've got a sale on at the minute on their ranges. There was at least 25% off of these, with, I think you potentially may get a further 10% if you've never ordered from them before and you sign up whilst you're placing your online order for their sort of mailing list. I think you get an extra 10%, so that meant quite a bit of a discount on this order, which came to about £130 all in. But I think that was excellent value for what they are. As I say, there's a lot of components. You do have to peel a sort of backing paper off everything, both sides, and where the floors have this sort of grid pattern, because they're laser cut with the paper on, you do have to take each individual square off. So it does take a little bit of time, but the result is well worth doing. And as I say, they all went together excellent. I used a Gorilla wood type glue to give it a nice solid feel and to sort of be very secure. But all of the buildings get these sort of plastic cornice pieces, which sort of snap into all of the holes on the sides when you put them together, and that gives them an extra bit of rigidity as well, which I think is a nice design touch there. And then you've got these nice chunky doors on each end, which I've just left black because I think they fit in with the sort of blackness of the pieces, as I say, that are sort of holding the building together. And then you get these sort of hatches that you can sort of take out if you want. I've only done that on this larger building simply because you can take that off, and you can sort of get your finger in to take the thing off there, because that is a more snug fit, whereas these ones you can get hold of at the end. So I've glued these ones down just to give them a bit more safety so they're not lost. And yeah, there's a lot of components, as I say, but once you start putting one together, they are very easy to sort of follow the instructions, and as I say, excellent value for money. And yeah, it's a cracking set. There's more to the set, and there's a lot more on their website for not just science fiction but fantasy and other games and game systems. So as I say, check them out. They are Antenocitis Workshop, UK based, and yeah, I mean, this is a set that's sort of advertised for the game Infinity, but as I say, this will fit any sort of sci-fi stroke industrial setting. You can use it in things like Judge Dredd, or maybe sort of things like Terminators or Doctor Who setting, or anything like that really. Any sort of alien world, or even a game of Alien, if you've got the figures from the board game and things like that. And also things like Alien RPG, you could potentially run a scenario where people are running around this particular complex. And yeah, I might even get some more of these in the future and build up this set even more. As I say, there are more bits to it, but I'm also thinking of getting some more of these sort of habitat buildings and some more corridors to sort of link it up. But they make an excellent set as they are, and I think that'll feel a nice this table is sort of a 4x4 that you can see here, and once you've sort of spread these out and got a lot more other scenery on the table, I think that will look very good, and even more compact and densely populated on a 3x3 for, as I say, game of 5 Parsecs From Home or Stargrave. So there you have it, the forward base set from Antenocitis Workshop. Go and check them out. They are very busy with these orders, and rightly so, because they are an excellent set. And yeah, check them out, and hopefully we'll be back with another review stroke unboxing very shortly. Bye for now.